Hello and welcome. I'm continuing today with the same stuff that last time, and I have a glass of water. So let us continue our journey.
The following has been paid for by the
Kojima World Order.
What's up, everyone? It's
Kojima World Order.
DSP, and welcome to episode 3 of the series that is already way too long to be a joke, yet I still consider it a joke. Cooking with the King. It is dinner time. It is 7:30 at night. I am starving. I should have eaten an hour ago, but I was busy making a channel update video, and so now I need to get something together, and I want something big, something that's going to fill me. Actually, I had a very quick lunch today, very small one, so I am really hungry. This is going to be my primary meal for the day. So I'm going to whip together some burgers. Shit! There's 100 billion different ways you can make burgers. I mean, I've seen people who go the traditional route where, you know, it's just ketchup and cheese. I am going to make cheeseburgers, by the way, because that is more American than just a hamburger. I've seen people who go crazy ways and just what you put jalapenos and onion rings and things on their burger. I don't go that extensive, but I do like to mix it up a little bit. So what are we going to do to start out with our burgers? Now, if I had 100, hours to make the food, I would have nice fresh ground beef. But let's face it, after I cook bacon, I don't even know enough to wash my fucking hands.
Like a fucking idiot.
So if I was going to make ground beef, I'd probably kill myself.
You're not performing appendicitis, you fuck!
So what I do usually when I do make burgers at home, I buy some kind of a patty from the store, and don't get the generic brand. If you're going to get something, this is actually a local market store that I have, and their stuff's really good. Actually, this kind of burger, and also Bubba Burgers. I've had Bubba Burgers before, and Bubba Burgers are really good. The problem with Bubba Burgers is they're a little bit harder to cook than these. It's hard to judge when they're going to be ready. These usually, they're very easy to cook. In fact, this has an 8-minute time limit where you just cook it 2 minutes on each side, and flip it, and it's done. And it's not
8-minute time in the burgers. It said 2 minutes each side. You do the math.
so overdone that it's dry, but it's just good enough that it's juicy.
Do you go to school?
I actually got the ones that have Vidalia onion pieces inside of them, which are absolutely delicious. But you can get different ones. Like sometimes you can get ones with cheese already in the burger, which I think is gross. But you can get ones with bacon bits and things like that. I don't go too crazy.
You lazy fucker.
Here we go. 2 third-pound burgers. They're not even going to be close to being a third pound once they're cooked because they lose so much from the fat. So anyway, they're frozen burgers. The first thing we're going to do, as we've talked about before, let me position this camera. I can't really see where it's pointing.
Fuck the cameras.
We're going to use Pam on a frying pan. Now, the thing about this frying pan is a little bit special. It's kind of like a griddle pan. It's flat, and it's square, and it has these ridges. So you're going to get those sear marks on your burgers when you cook it on here. I actually do have a panini grill over there, and I've heard you can cook burgers really well on it. I haven't tried it yet. I might try it at some point, but I'm hungry now. I don't want to experiment. I'm making a video. I have to make sure that the food comes out well. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to spray down my cool pan.
That might be really hard.
With the pan.
Listen, I know you may be slightly stupid.
Like I always do. I say you can use oil, you can use butter, but I just go ahead and I use the sprayable pan. I'm going to turn it on to my burner on medium here. Now, problem that you're going to find when you get frozen burgers,
Is it raw?
they freeze together. And it's a pain in the ass because, especially if you didn't cook them right away, they're like a rock.
They're like ice hockey pucks.
Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of room here today because I have so many ingredients laid out. But you got to separate these guys, and usually a metal spatula does the trick. Shit, I really have nowhere to do this.
You're a first-class cunt.
Now let's move my bread a little bit here. And maybe try to separate it on a plate. As you can see, these have been frozen
This is so exciting. I wonder what happens.
for quite a while.
You cut through it, you thick cunt.
Yeah, they are really fucking stuck together. Holy shit.
I can't even separate it, it's raw. Raw! Raw!
There we go. I got them separated. So.
Raw, stone cold, fucking longestine. Raw, stone cold, longestine!
I'm gonna go ahead.
Raw meat on a bread plate, food poisoning, bad idea, lol. Never put raw food on some and eat off.
I'm gonna put them on plastic so that way you don't say, oh my god, he's putting raw meat on the plate right next to the buns.
I can't believe you've done this. I honestly can't believe you've done it.
But what ingredients am I going to use? Well, I'm actually going to make two different burgers. I'm going to do a more American traditional style, and I'm going to do a barbecue Texas style. So,
Are we a fast food joint now?
what we've got here are various ingredients. You've got pre-shredded lettuce, which
Nam, barbecue.
actually was on sale. It's the only reason I have it, or else I just buy a head of lettuce. Usually I would use fresh bacon, but they had a sale on pre-cooked bacon, which is pretty cool if you're making like quick dishes or salads or something like this. In this case, I'm going to use this just for the sake of getting rid of it because it's about to expire.
It's stone cold!
I don't want to have this shit lying around, and I don't want to waste it either. So I'm going to use this on one of the burgers. 2 pieces of mild cheddar cheese. Cheddar cheese is always better than regular cheese, that's for sure. 2 buns, and you could use any kind of bun. You might find it a little bit hard to find a bun big enough for a big burger like that. I usually like a bun with a lot of sesame seeds on it. So it's just pretty standard white bread bun.
Hey, bozo, toss!
You got your mayo, you got your ketchup, you got some Jack Daniel's barbecue sauce, which is my favorite barbecue sauce. I think it's absolutely delicious. You've got some classic bread and butter chips. You gotta get bread and butter chips for burgers. A lot of people like the dill on burgers. I don't. I like the
Jack Daniels is very good barbecue sauce. Let's see how this gets fucked up.
bread and butter because they're sweeter. I just think they go better with beef. And that's pretty much it. Those are our main ingredients.
Come on, more sauce, you silly cow!
Excuse me, I'm choking on nothing.
What?
We're going to start cooking these burgers momentarily. Let me see if the pan is hot. The pan is getting warm. So here's what you do. These particular burgers, like I said, these are 8-minute burgers, meaning you cook them 2 minutes on each side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put those burgers in the pan.
Why are we cooking the burgers off so early on?
I'm going to separate them at an angle here.
It's still walking, that fucking piece of beef!
Put it back down on the fire here, even though it's not real fire, it's electricity. And I'm going to set my timer. Sorry, I didn't realize. It's going to be a pain in the ass to keep moving this back and forth. I'm going to set my timer for 2 minutes. Because in 2 minutes I'm going to want to flip these guys. I'm also going to turn on my fan like I've recommended before. Whenever you're cooking, you definitely want to have the fan on because any steam or whatever that comes out, you don't want it to go ape shit. So while those are starting to cook, we're going to go ahead and we're going to cook some bacon. And since this is microwave bacon, like I said, pre-cooked bacon. It's not fresh bacon, unfortunately, but I need to get rid of this bacon, so I figure we'll throw down a couple strips here.
Nam, bacon.
Maybe 3 strips, because that's the whole layer here. And we're going to use that on one of our burgers. The rest I'll put back in the fridge. Now the bacon's going to vary on cooking time. To be honest, I don't even know how long I'm supposed to cook 3 strips. This is pre-cooked bacon, like I said, so please don't give me any pain in the ass about touching the bacon. I will wash my hands in a second, but I'm going to get this in the microwave going. Probably for about, I don't know, let's try 40 seconds and we'll see how that goes. So we've got the burgers cooking, we've got that microwave going. I'm going to wash off my hands.
There you go.
Looks like 2 minutes is already almost up on the burgers.
Very good that he remembered to wash his hands. I'm so proud of the boy.
What we're going to do, that actually specific to the instructions of these particular hamburgers, is you do want to press them. Some burgers, they tell you don't press them, you'll lose the juice. But for these burgers, they've been specially designed. They actually have these grooves and patterns in them where if you push them down, you actually will get most of the fatty juice.
You know, it tastes better if you don't squeeze the burgers. Most people mess up like that. You press down the burger and all the juice, which most of it isn't fat, gets loose and makes the meat dry.
Juices out and you'll get a better burger.
You fucking donkey!
So what I'm going to do, time's almost go ahead and push the burger down. As you can see, immediately some fatty juices come out. I don't know how well you can see on this burger because I know it's on the close end here.
You chippy idiot.
Look at that sizzle and the juices come out there. That's all the fatty juices. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to turn the timer off. We're going to flip our burgers for the first time. A lot of people season their burgers. You can if you like. A little pepper, a little salt. These burgers I actually find are pretty tasty on their own. There's really no reason to do that. I'm going to go ahead and set the timer for another 2 minutes because like I said, it's 2-2-2-2. It's an 8-minute burger. Let's look at our bacon. Our bacon actually came out well. Our bacon is crispy. And that's exactly how you want it.
Crispy bacon.
You don't want it rubber, you want a crispy bacon for the pre-cooked bacon because that's how you know that most of the fat's been out. Oops, sorry, I was not even close to the camera there. A nice crispy bacon. So that'll go
That bacon looks disgusting, no shit.
on one of our burgers.
It's cooked to fuck.
Now, what you're going to want to do while your burgers are cooking, you're going to want to get all of your side ingredients ready. You don't want to have them not ready when the burgers are ready. So we'll zoom out here and we're going to get everything lined up and ready to go. First thing you're going to want to do, get your bread ready. And depending on what kind of burger you're making, I'm actually going to turn on my panini grill. And I'm going to attempt to toast these buns. Which basically you only need to run it through a panini grill if you have one for about a minute and the buns will get toasted. What I'm looking to do here is make two completely different burgers. One's going to be more American style, one will be like a Texas style. So this one I'm going to put the traditional ingredients like mayo, ketchup, maybe some lettuce and pickles and cheese. On the other one I'm going to do actually some barbecue sauce with the bacon and cheese. So two completely different flavors you're going to get from two similar burgers. So let's see here. Looks like we got 42 seconds left on the burgers. I just really need to wait for my panini grill to warm up, and then I'm going to go ahead and toss those buns over onto the grill. See, it's right over here. That's it right there.
Toss those buns.
Right here. I cooked it actually right before this, and I don't want to lift it because if you lift the panini grill when it's warming up, that actually will cause it to cool down. It's actually the two plates connected that contain the heat and will make it hotter at a quicker pace. And actually, I'm going to pump this up a little bit higher than usual to high because I'm going to want to toast the bread rather than just make it like, you know, warm. So, all right. So my burgers once again, looks like they're going to be ready to flip any second. So let's zoom in here.
This is so exciting.
Turn that timer off. Once again, just like we did before, we're going to flatten.
What the fuck, Billy? You ruined their life.
We're going to flatten. You can actually see, depending on where you put them on the griddles, they actually start to take form.
You got no respect.
Oval shape, octagonal shape.
Oval cardinal.
More oval shape than round. We'll flip this guy again. Flip this guy again. We're going to set our timer for another 2 minutes. Okay, so while that's cooking, we're going to check. It looks like the panini grill's probably almost ready. I'm going to check the temperature now with my hand. And it is. It's getting warm. I don't know. It's taking kind of a while, and I'm wondering, with only about roughly 6 minutes left, I don't know if we're going to make it. I might want to just pop these guys in the toaster. I think that's what I'm going to do. Unfortunately, I don't have enough time for the panini grill today.
Fucking idiot!
Pop these guys in the piece of shit toaster right here. That never fucking works properly.
Why don't you buy a new toaster?
Now we're just going to go with a standard... Oh, there we go. Well, it might help if I plugged it in, too.
No, don't plug it in.
A standard toasting on our bun. It is always better to have a slightly toasted bun than a raw, you know, well, not really raw, obviously it's cooked, but not just a plain bun. That's no fun having a plain bun. So once that's toasted, we'll start to put the ingredients together to formulate our meal here. 41 seconds left on our burgers before we flip them for the last time. Do-do-do-do-do.
Shut up, turn the volume down, you fat fuck.
Now for some reason it wants to toast extra long. Okay. It never toasts things this long. This toaster's a piece of garbage. Wants to make me look dumb.
Maybe it's broken.
Well, while it's toasting, I'm going to go ahead and flip the burger the last time. I'm doing the same thing. I know it's off camera, but I'm doing the same thing.
If my toaster would do that, I would take the bread out from there.
Push it down on top of the burger.
What an idiot.
Flipping it one last time. Bun's done. Here we go. Nice. We'll get the other bun in there. Now, while this other bun toasts, piece of fucking shit. There's some tricks here we're gonna use.
It's overcooked!
First, we're gonna actually put some barbecue sauce on one of our burgers before it even gets off the grill. Just a little bit, not too much. Just to give it a little bit of flavor. Kind of, you know, cooked into the burger. And then we're also going to go ahead and put the cheese on our burgers ahead of time so it melts. You want melted cheese. And you can even go ahead, it's up to you. I'm going to do it, what the hell. On that burger we put the barbecue.
Holy shit, he's building a stack.
I'm going to put some of the bacon on it. So it'll actually melt a little bit into the cheese. Now of course it turns out I have too much fucking bacon. So, oh well, this burger's going to be insane.
Oh, fuck now.
What are we going to do with our buns? Well, like I said, one of them is going to be a Texas style. So we're going to go ahead and put some more barbecue sauce on the bun. Oh shit. Well, that was way too much. The thing erupted on me. There must have been an air pocket in it. That's not cool. But we could salvage it. Look at that. Just put a little bit on top. There's going to be way too much on the bottom, and I'm going to have to avoid that blotch right there, because I obviously didn't want that to happen. But now for the other one, if we're going more traditional, I'm going to go ahead, clean that off later. Now on the bottom bun, I'm going to put some mayo, just a little bit, not too much. And now we'll bring our burgers over and we'll start to build them. So, let's go get them. You can really tell when the burger...
Is it me or did he only cook the burgers for 6 minutes? I'm sure he cooked them like very long.
Burger's done because the cheese is completely melted. It's not over melted, you know what I mean? It's not like burning at the seams or anything, but it was melted nicely on the burger there.
He can't count to fucking 2!
So we got one American burger and one heart attack burger, basically.
That's cooked to fuck.
Okay.
That bacon burger looks kinda gross.
Good. And that fat is going to continue to sizzle in the pan, but I want to make the burgers first, and then I'll get rid of that later. So on our traditional burger, what are we going to do? Well, first thing you want to do, if you're going to put ketchup on it, you got to put the ketchup on it first before you start. Oh my god, now the ketchup wants to launch all over the counter.
You scummy fucker!
Try to do this a little bit neater.
Some gamer is giving the tips how to avoid that, but he's like doing the same mistake with everybody.
I did. Obviously, this is a mess right now. I did not prepare my squirtable ingredients, and they launched all over the place on me, so spread a little bit of that ketchup over the cheese. Let's evenly distribute it. If you're going to go ahead and do pickles or anything like that, you put those on. The one bummer is that I ran out of tomato. I had tomato and I ate it for lunch on a panini sandwich I made. I didn't
Fail.
realize, I was like, oh man, I should have fucking saved the tomato for the burger tonight. Well, I forgot, and I went ahead and ate the tomato. So I have no tomato for this.
Where's your fucking brain?
I'll do a little bit of pre-shredded lettuce. Obviously, if I had fresh lettuce, that's what I would be putting on here, but I do not. So some pre-shredded lettuce. So there's our more typical American burger with the mayo, the ketchup, pickles, lettuce. Texas-style burger is pretty much done. We're not going to do anything else to it. I mean, it has way too much bacon on it, but that's my fault. I should have only cooked 2 strips. So I am trying to get rid of it. You got the barbecue on the top and bottom.
Oh my god.
That's it for this episode of Cooking with the King. I'm going to clean up this mess and I'm going to scarf some burgers down.
And you're standing here with your little balls of fucking, look at them, fucking sick.
The following announcement has been paid for by the
Kojima World Order.
That was so crazy.